Delta 262, you can cancel. There we go. Hey guys, there you go. 961, what was the last amount?
Please. Down in there. Please. There's still some at the bottom.
Shaking.
Damn, man. We're sorry for that, man.
I don't think there's going to be
No.
They just got
They're just going straight.
Well, that's what's left of it. Not much. Man. Literally, not much left. Damn. If you're watching this, it's crazy. All the stuff I done with this car, and the time that it decides to catch on fire, I'm just cruising on the highway. Just headed to Cars and Coffee. I don't think I was even doing 70 miles an hour. Just started smoking out of nowhere. Well, JetBlue, let's go while it lasted, bro. My soul is crushed, I ain't gonna lie. If you know me, you know the work I put into this thing. And to watch it just go up like that, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm in tears. So much work. My soul is crushed, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just driving the car normal, man, and it just started smoking. I stopped, the car was still on, no clothes on there, and I noticed that the smoke was no longer coming from the back, it was coming from the front. So I hop out, pop the hood, and it just went up. Nothing like we fire extinguished everything. It's nothing I could do. It's literally nothing I could do.
We're going up to O'Reilly's to grab stuff to do our oil change. And I'm like, oh, hey, look, a Civic. And I'm like, oh shit, CJ Civic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
bro.
saw the front end, and I was like, oh shit, CJ Civic. So
Yeah.
we turned around on the lane. So I exit, came back.
Appreciate you stopping, dog.
Just wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm okay. Car ain't.
But clearly,
Yeah.
well,
Gotcha. Car ain't. But
as long as you're okay. That's,
Yeah.
fucking Jesus.
I know, man. I know.
Well, what are you going to do next?
We'll see.
I know that's the shitty thing to think about, but like,
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, what are you going to do next?
I don't know, dude. The motor should be salvageable. It's fully built, so like I want to take that out.
I mean,
for sure.
the head might be a bit iffy with that plastic
I mean,
valve
well,
cover.
it'll come off though. Oh, I know we can save that. Yeah, we can save that. I took the dipstick and stuff out, oil cap, all that stuff out. Oil is fine, nothing ain't mixing in, so I know nothing got inside. Oil is still great, all that stuff. So I know like as long as like when I take the valve cover off, none of this stuff has damage, which it didn't burn through the valve cover. either.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
no, you're blocking like an actual head
Yeah.
itself looks fine. It's just
That's
the
what,
valve
yeah.
cover's going.
Which is fine. I'll replace that. That's easy. No, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do, bro.
Where were you headed? The Garden Coffee?
Bro, yeah.
I thought so. With all the other people with you.
Yeah. They were actually at the gas station on the street right there. I was going to buy E and then to go. Bro, I was doing. I don't think I was doing 70 miles an hour. I don't even think. One time I'm not doing no crazy shit.
Yeah. I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you, bro. I
But
appreciate
hey,
you
we're in the
stopping
same
by.
boat now. At least we both have Civics that got burnt.
Yours got burned?
I had an EF. It's actually sitting right over there on the road that on Howland or whatever that is. No, it's in the garage.
Okay.
I've had it for 2 years. The Civic.
Yeah, I know it, G. Damn, Jet. Man, y'all see this man? Man's a beast. Oh. Got her back home. Can't release the parking brake because it's electronic and the battery don't work because we can't send no power to it. And I don't think there is a way to release it. At least I don't know of a way to release it. So we're trying to get it up. Let's see.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to CJ's page. I don't even know where to start. For those of y'all that don't know, or have kind of gotten a glimpse on social media in regards to JetBlue, the car did go on fire. And disclaimer, right? We don't know exactly what happened. From the looks of it, and from some of the videos that were caught, the fire was on the passenger side, just behind the radiator support. This car didn't have too much there outside of electrical, so with that kind of being said, that's more or less where we're leaning towards. It wasn't a fuel issue. None of that stuff. Fuel line still hooked up. None of that. I mean, it did get burned in the process, but it doesn't look like that was the cause of the fire. The car was running. The car was running just fine. Yesterday, 12/7, right? There was a Cars and Coffee here in Sanford, Florida, and CJ was on his way there. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. He was driving, cruising down the interstate. Had literally just gotten onto the interstate, maybe a half mile or so. A check engine light came on. He saw it on the computer. Pulled over to see what's going on. Realized that there was smoke coming from the engine compartment, right? And at this point, the car's still running. Nothing wrong with the engine. Nothing wrong in that sense. We've kind of looked over the tune and just the data log itself, just to see what was going on. Everything looks normal outside of the check engine light that came on for an O2 sensor. There's kind of honestly no indicators of what's what. I can tell you that he's definitely hurt. I think we're all a little hurt. For those of y'all that don't know, I am one of two from Mobile. My name is Paul. My brother's name is Jesus. We are the ones that created the FL5 with the current horsepower record. And so I couldn't sleep last night. It was 2 a.m. I couldn't sleep, looking at pictures, looking at videos, trying to understand, trying to figure out what's what. It was supposed to be a great day. Go hit a Cars of Coffee, come back, hang out, watch some football, just a normal Sunday. My sister gave me a call at 8:30 in the morning. That's just like CJ's car blew up. And she's in a full-blown panic, mind you. I still got crust in my eyes. So I'm literally talking to her, and I'm like, hey, like, slow down, like stop yelling. Tell me clearly exactly what the heck is going on, so I know what to do next. And she's like, CJ's car blew up. CJ's car blew up. I'm like, dude, slow down. Like, tell me what happened. She's like, I don't know. It's on fire. And I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how I felt. It even makes me kind of emotional. The scream that I heard, while this thing is on fire. And at this point, there was one fire extinguisher. It didn't help. Whatever water, drinks anybody had, they were throwing it at the car. It didn't help. But the scream that I heard from this young man, for some, people think it's just a car, right? But this is something that we literally eat, live, and breathe, on a daily basis. We've worked on cars till 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulled all-nighters. We've been on the side of the road trying to fix the car, figure out what's going on, and each time JetBlue has been successful in that sense of it's an easy repair, or it's a blown fuse, ran out of gas. He called me one time at like 1:30, couldn't figure out what was going on with the car. It just wouldn't turn on. It was driving, turned off, died. 1:30 in the morning, I jump out of bed to go help him. It's the kind of brotherhood that we've created. But just that cry, right, of pain, and watching your dreams literally burn to the ground. I mean, there's no other way to put it, not to be funny or anything. And that's why I've kind of created the GoFundMe. I genuinely know him, as a friend. It's not just about the car. He has no idea that I created it. I'm sure he'll find out this morning. I'm actually on my way now to go get some random parts, just things that I've been able to source kind of throughout the night, or that my brother's been able to source throughout the night, just so we can kind of get all the aftermarket parts that we can without taking such a loss. It's whatever we can do to help him, we're gonna do. It's not just a car, it's a part of the family, and my goal moving forward is to just help him, as much as I can. I can't replace the car. I am the mechanic for both cars, so I'll do whatever I can, right? I'll wrench all day and all night again. I will give it 110% all day, every day. I'm just asking that you guys, share the GoFundMe. If you can donate, that would be amazing. If you can't, just share it. The more people it reaches, the more possibilities we have, and hopefully I can try to ease the pain that he's going through. Like I said, we're sourcing parts. Obviously, still have to deal with insurance and all of that, but we know insurance isn't going to cover everything that's in there. And there's tons of parts from the front end that already melted. But just asking for y'all help. We love you, CJ. We're gonna make a comeback, guaranteed. Guaranteed. And since you have no idea that I'm on your house, or on my way to your house, I should say, I'm bringing some parts so we can get this started.
Alright, so good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Obviously, y'all know why I'm making this video. You see, this is what's left of it, unfortunately. I don't even know where to start, if I'm gonna be honest, but I try my best to explain what happened. It's not really anybody's fault, if I'm gonna be completely honest. It's not that we were working on the car the night before and I decided driving and something happened to it. It's not one of those cases. It's not one of the cases where I'm racing somebody and something happened. It's not one of those cases either. It's actually, it's a little sad, but I was driving to get some fuel to go to Cars and Coffee. I was meeting up with some friends, and about maybe 45 seconds to about a minute onto the interstate, I noticed some smoke out the back. I had the laptop up because I always ride with it on, just to be able to detect anything. When you're at this level, anything that's gonna go, you're probably gonna see an indication, right? It's probably show you on the laptop. So I always have it on, long story short. But there was no codes. I saw some smoke out the back, so I decided to pull over into the right lane. I wasn't sure what the smoke was, but it looked like maybe like oil smoke or something like that. I wasn't sure what it was. So I pulled over. The car was still on, no code still. So as the car is idling, I noticed that the smoke is no longer coming out the back of the car. It's not coming out through like my hood vent. So I'm like, oh crap. So I popped the hood, lifted up, I saw the fire. I immediately ran back inside and turned the car off. Again, like I said, the car was still on at this point. So, not fuel, because if it was a fueling issue, I would have smelt fuel for one, and the car probably wouldn't be running. And when I look at my logs, it was actually getting exactly the amount of fuel. What it was commanding is what it's getting. So I know, not a fueling leak, so not a high pressure, low pressure issue there. And I still didn't have any code, actually, at first. And then I got a O2 sensor something code. Right before I turned the car off, which is the only code the car actually gave. It didn't throw a check engine light. It didn't throw that. It literally nothing else. There was no other indication. I had waters and all that stuff I had with me. I came out poor. We had a fire extinguisher, which I think I have a small clip of that. We went in. We did everything we could basically, but it went up so fast that I grabbed whatever I could grab out the car, and I wasn't sure if he was gonna go poof or not. And obviously, I still tried, right? I still tried to come over, and do what I could do, but my life was more important than trying to save the car. And as much as it sucks, this is what's left of it. So I don't want you guys to see the car and then to try to associate that, somebody did something faulty or any of that. Like at this level, guys, we all know, it could be the simplest thing, and with a fire in an engine bay, you got fuel, you got plastic, you got this, you got that. It's hot, there's oil, there's, there's everything in there. Once it starts going, it's hard to put it out, right? Even when the fire truck showed up, it literally took them almost 2 minutes to put it out with their hoses and all of that. So does it suck? 100%. But I want to make sure I take the time to say, God, I thank you. And whatever your faith is, that's on you, but I believe in God, and I know for a fact that God was on my side today. So, not today, yesterday, but so I appreciate it, right? I'd rather it be the car than my life, right? At the end of the day, this is my hobby and I love this, but I have a wife and 3 kids that no matter how much they love this thing, they'd rather to lose this than to lose me, because this is replaceable and I'm not. And I'm talking now because I've already shed all the tears that I could probably shed, right? Because it's a lot of people is just metal on 4 wheels, but to me, I put a piece of me in everything I build, man. I've built quite a few cars. If you follow me on IG, I just started doing YouTube, but if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, over the past decade, I've built nothing but stuff like this. It's just what I love to do. I've always loved cars, and ever since I got to the point where I can afford it, you know, without my wife killing me. Sometimes she wants to kill me, but ever since I've gotten to the point where I can afford to do this kind of stuff, I don't do it for the likes, I don't do it for the clout. I build this stuff for me, which is why I've built 3-4 cars before this, and this is the only one that YouTube has ever seen. Because again, it's not for the clout. It's just because this is what I absolutely love to do. I don't know exactly where we're gonna go from here. I'm still waiting on the insurance company to kind of tell me what's up, but I'm gonna try to save as much as I possibly can. And will there be a version 2? I'm gonna tell you, I'm sore, and I'm every emotion known to man right now, but there's a 70% chance there'll be a version 2. For sure. There's a 70% chance. I love this stuff, and it is a setback. And I won't even say it's a minor setback, because boy, ain't nothing minor about this. I'm gonna drop in some footage, some clips, and all that, so you guys can see like what I witnessed. And I'm gonna be real. The toughest part of it, right, is today's my wife's birthday. Today's December 8th, right? Yesterday was December 7th. And today is actually, as sad as it is, today is my 2-year mark with this car. Like today, December 8th. I bought this thing 2 years ago on December 8th. And let's just say I was hoping to post and some pictures today of celebrating my 2-year mark with the car. And but as you can see, I'm not celebrating the car, but I'm celebrating my life. So a celebration nonetheless. Again, God, I thank you. I appreciate it. Because, boy, I don't know what Paul would have to tell my mom. I don't know what Jesus. I don't know. I don't want anybody to ever have to make that call. I have to call my mom and be like, hey. Or I have to call my wife and be like, hey, we got the car, but your son ain't here. Like, I don't ever want anybody to ever have to make that call. And if you're somebody out there that's ever had to make that call, my heart feels for you. Because it ain't easy for sure. But come on a little closer in, cameraman, Paul. Kind of show everybody, what's left really. This is really the aftermath. Everything really burnt. I mean, this is the hood latch, y'all, as you can see. This is what's remaining of the hood. You know what I mean? You can see, like, literally nothing. Like, blow off is there. I mean, it still kind of does what it does. I mean, JetBlue still exists somewhere in there. Right, intercooler down here. Radiator fell off somewhere. Right, custom piping and stuff, all that stuff down in there. But everything melted. This is what's left of the Morimoto headlight. So Morimoto, if you're watching this, man, please. I love these V2 headlights. If you want to hook your brother up, there will be a V2. So please help your boy out. I'll take whatever sponsorship. And speaking of, actually, this man right here did a you're this man. Paul right here did started a GoFundMe, right? Which I'll tag a link into this man. I don't have words, right? The people were in the circle, right? When you build this stuff, right, it ain't just about the cars, it's the people that you meet along the way. And I'm telling you, I'm not rich, y'all. I swear to you, by no means, right? I'm not much better off than most people, right? I work a 9 to 5. I swear to you, I'm not rich. I do this because I love it, right? But I wouldn't be able to do none of this without this man right here. So I want to make sure, a huge thank you to this man right here, because none of this would be possible. And I'm telling you, this man, he's about to go crazy on this thing too. So again, bro, before you even touch a bolt on it, I just want to make sure I thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing the GoFundMe. I don't care if it even accumulates $1. I don't care if that's all it accumulates. It's the thought that counts for me. So thank you very much. I appreciate you and everything that you've ever done on this thing, bro. And I'm sorry that all your hard work went up like this. This was not our intention, but God has bigger plans, bro.
That's it. You both have bigger plans. You're still here. We can always recoup from this, all right? It's like you said, for most people, this is 4 wheels, just metal on 4 wheels. For us, this is a bond, a brotherhood. Early mornings, late nights, long discussions, trial and error, testing. Hell, about a year and a half ago when you brought it to me, it had issues, right?
Oh yeah, bro.
And we didn't even know what was wrong.
Nope.
We started digging into it.
Oh yeah.
Got the issues, got it running.
Oh yeah.
And my famous saying is "miles per gallon," right? So
oh yeah.
That's exactly what we build them for.
Oh yeah.
it hurts.
Oh yeah.
It hurts. I know for sure for you it hurts more than it does for me. You know, you being the owner. But at the end of the day, all these cars are like our babies, right?
Yeah,
So
bro.
to see it like this, to see the videos, to pull up to the scene and see exactly what's going on and not really have an answer, it's tough. But we will come back. I will make sure of it, right? We did start the GoFundMe, and that was a late night. I couldn't sleep. It just it hurts. So I know that you're going through pain. We'll have to see what the insurance does, you know, but at least any little bit will help. You know, there's a lot of time, effort, resources, things that goes into these cars, and unless you're in it, you don't really see the dollar amount, right?
Nope.
Most people don't know it.
Nope.
They
But
don't
boy,
understand it, but
them dollars add up quick.
they do. They
Wow.
definitely do, you know, and a lot of dollars are just melted, you know. But it's all right. He'll be back. Version 2 will be something serious.
For sure, bro.
Definitely something serious.
Again, thank everybody, right, that showed up. I mean, Crystal, Michael, I mean, bro, Ruben, right, our splitters, bro, literally everybody tried, right, everybody that showed up, I appreciate all of y'all, right, Paul, Jesus, right, Dorian, Dominic, I appreciate everybody that showed up, right. My mom literally pulled up. She was one of the last people to pull up because I was so scared to call her. And when she pulled up, my mom was like, I'm so proud of the people, the circle of people that you surrounded yourself with. And my mom is big. Like, my mom's old school. I'm from Jamaica. My mom hates everything. Let me not say hate everything. My mom is super big. Like, if you don't add value to my life or to her kid's life or something, she don't even talk to her kids. She is not one of them. No, she don't want none of that, right? She don't want none of that. So my mom approved of everybody, right? So I appreciate all you guys what I'm getting, right? And it shows, right? For my mom to say something about it, right? It shows, right? You guys scared. Everybody was there, right? Literally, we took over the whole highway, right? And I was by myself. So it's not like any of you guys were there. You guys all heard and y'all pulled up. I just saw car after car after car after car just started pulling up, right? It shows, man, right? It shows. I appreciate everybody, right? That came through. And again, this is nobody's fault, right? So I don't want you guys feeling like, oh man, because I was at Ivan's the night before, we did something to the car. Y'all saw me doing pulls in the car. I beat the crap out of this thing. So trust me, if this is just a freak accident, you know what I mean? This is just a freak accident. There's nothing wrong with the car. I drove the car 5 hours the night before. I drove it 2 hours to Ivan and then whatever traffic we ran into, and then 2 hours back, right? And with my kids in the back of it at that, right? So God, again, I thank you that it didn't happen that night because it could be so much worse. But thank you guys again. Nobody to be blamed here, and I'm gonna put it back together, right? Not this, but we'll figure something out. But again, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So pains to see it going back to stock, but that's the route we gotta go. I hate the stock taillights. Ew. All the parts and stuff that we're gonna be, putting back in stock box, all that stuff is got some wheels over here. Shout out my boy Ramley. Downpipe. Shout out my boy Ramley. Probably won't even. I might not even put that back on. Oh yeah.